back, friends. If you have a low-end Android device like me with Snapdragon 712 with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage, and you've been wondering if you can run GTA 5 on it, well, the answer is yes. In this complete guide, I'll show you step-by-step how to run GTA 5 on your Android phone using the Winlator Windows emulator with my own FPS boosted modded version of the game, specially optimized for low-end devices. This video is divided into 4 chapters. Chapter 1, how to download the game. Chapter 2, how to install the game. Chapter 3, best Winlator settings for FPS. Chapter 4, real gameplay proof on a low-end device. So watch till the end and don't skip, every second counts. Let's begin. Let's begin with Chapter 1, downloading the game. If you're using a low-end device like the Snapdragon 712 with 8 GB RAM, this guide is just for you. And the best part? I've modded GTA 5 to boost FPS specifically for such devices. First of all, open the link provided in the pinned comment and pass through the link shortener just like I'm doing. The reason I'm using a link shortener is because I don't get paid for all this effort, so this helps me earn a little in return. Don't worry, it's not that annoying. Once you're through the shortener, you'll reach the main page where all the game files are available. If you have enough storage like me, I currently have around 88 GB free, you can download all 3 parts at once. But if your device has limited storage, no worries. You can download and extract each part one by one. Make sure not to use Chrome. It's not very stable, especially if you have slow internet. Instead, I recommend using 1DM, which is available for free on the Play Store. Just install the app, open it, and copy the site's link address. Then paste the link into the 1DM browser and start the download from there. And don't forget to enable advanced option and to set the number of parts to 16 for faster and more stable downloads. As you can see, my download has started. Let's wait for it to complete, and then we'll move on to the installation steps. Now that the files are downloaded, let's go over the installation process. First of all, make sure you've downloaded ZArchiver from the Play Store and set it up properly. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead. It's a crucial app for tasks like this. Now that you have ZArchiver ready, let's move on to the installation, or you can say the extraction process. Once you open ZArchiver, go to the download folder, then open the 1DM folder if you used 1DM to download the files. Inside the 1DM folder, go to the compress folder. This is where you'll find all 3 parts of the game files. Or find these 3 parts if you haven't downloaded from 1DM. Now, let's move these files to my games folder for easier access during installation. Now I'm extracting the files. Watch carefully and follow exactly what I do. If you miss any step, you might mess things up, so stay focused. First part extracted. Let's check that the files are extracted properly. Now we'll extract the part 2.zip file, and you have to repeat this process for part 3 also. And yeah, you can delete the extracted parts, so no problems for storage runners. Let me just rename the folder for clear meaning. Alright, so now we'll extract the part 2.zip file, and you have to view the archive instead of extracting from now on. Select all the files there, and then copy-paste them to your newly created game folder. Sit tight while extracting, it'll take some time. Okay, so now the part 2 is extracted, let us extract the part 3 too with same procedure. And the extraction is done. Now let's recheck to make sure all the files have been extracted properly. Make sure the folder size matches mine. And that wraps up Chapter 2. Now let's move on to Chapter 3, where we'll set up the best settings in Winlator for smooth performance. Welcome to Chapter 3. The Winlator version I'm using is Winlator's 7.1.3 GLIBC by AMOD. If you're using an older or low-end processor, I highly recommend downloading this version. Alternatively, you can stick with the Bionic build, but in my case, it didn't work because my processor doesn't support that emulator properly. Now, carefully copy all the settings I apply. Don't skip anything or you may run into errors. First, we'll set up the dinput8 DLL file to fix the corrupt game data error. This step is essential, so make sure to place the file correctly. It's done. Now we'll create the game shortcut. As you can see, the shortcuts files are created here. And if you're not interested in playing story missions and just want to cause chaos in the city, simply paste the provided files into C program data and you're good to go. Here are the two files. Right-click and copy them to the specific directory where I am showing you. Now follow the steps to add the settings.xml file that comes with the game package. After that, I'll be showing you gameplay with both low and high graphic settings for comparison. There are two types of settings.xml files included, one with shadows and one without shadows. Choose the one that suits your device and preference for smoother gameplay or better visuals. And finally, the DXVK.conf file. Watch carefully where I'm pasting it. Once that's done, all setups are complete. That wraps up this chapter too. Next up are the shortcut settings. Make sure to tweak it exactly as I do for the best performance. You need to add this line and it will be in description. Done. Now, let's move on to the main Winlator settings. You'll need to install 3 essential components that I'll provide. 1. The latest build of Box64. 2. DXVK. 3. The Turnip driver. To install them, tap on the 3-line menu in Winlator, go to Contents, and select Install. Now choose the respective files, but make sure you've extracted them first before selecting. Alright, everything's installed. Now let me show you my container settings. Follow closely to avoid any issues during setup. First, select the newly added Box64 build, then duplicate the performance preset and tweak the settings exactly the way I do. This step is crucial for smooth gameplay, so follow along carefully. Now comes the moment of truth, the last chapter. Here's the gameplay using both settings, XML files, one with shadows and one without shadows. Pick the one that suits your device best. And yes, the FPS might look a bit low. That's because the screen recorder consumes some performance.
You come through me, or you take your chances out there. Give me a break. Burn, you disrespectful pricks!
And that wraps up everything. If you followed all the steps correctly, your game should now be fully set up and running at the best performance. If you face any issues, feel free to drop a comment or DM me on Telegram. And if this video helped you out, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because more awesome GTA and Winlator related content is on the way. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy gaming and stay awesome.